Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Lovett. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be making this beautiful Bubu Kaftan with lace edge V neckline that you're seeing on the screen right now. It is simple and beginners friendly. So if you're interested in this, keep on watching, and if you're still yet to subscribe, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and don't forget to like, comment and share. So let's just get started with the video. Alright guys, I'm using 3.5 yards of this lace for the making of the style, and I folded my lace into 4 as you can see, because I'll be cutting both the front and the back part together. So this is just me trying to show you how I folded my fabric into 4, and this lace selvage area is where the sleeve is going to be. So from this angle here, I'm going to mark my neckline measurement. So for the neck width, I am using the neck width measurement of 3 inches for the back, and the neck depth of 1 inch, that is for the back. So and for the front, the front is going to be a V shape, so I'm using the neck depth of 8 inches for the front. Then I am going to make the V shape. That is just a normal neckline measurement. So I'm going to roll out the V shape here for the fronts, and that is it. So after this, the next thing now is that I'm going to rule out, I'm going to from the sleeve area here, I'm going to go down by 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect it to the neckline, and that is for my shoulder slope. So I'm going to connect it to the neckline. It is just like a normal bubu, just the way we make a regular bubu. So that is it. So from that 1.5 inches that I went down with, so I'm going to measure out 15 inches. So that is how wide I want my sleeve to be. So depends on how wide you want yours to be. You can increase it. In fact, you can make it as wide as like 20 inches, 22 inches. So it depends on how wide you want it to be. So that is just it. So I went down by 15 inches here. So and I ruled the line inward. So the next thing after that is that I'm going to mark my half length measurements. So I'm going to put in my measurements. So for the cutting of this style, I'm not going to include bust measurements, though I'm still going to put in my bust measurements, but that will be after I'm done with the joining. So I'm still going to include it. So so then this is my half length measurement. So I put in my waist measurement, and I make a little curve here, as you can see. So the next line is my hip line. So the next line, this line is the hip line, and I'm going to put in my hip measurement as well. So because of this style, I added excess allowance to the normal body measurements that I'm using. So and that is it. So this is the down part, and I marked out what I used for the hip measurement as well. So and I connected it like this. So that is it. So it's just as simple as that. The next thing now is to cut it out. I'm going to be cutting out the back part first before cutting out the front. So that is it. We'll just do that and I'll show you what I have. So this is what I have, guys, after I'm done cutting it out. So I later decided not to cut out the shoulder slope because I believe it's going to come out well without cutting out the shoulder slope. So that is it. So I left the shoulder slope as it is because I don't want it to have too much joining, especially on the shoulder. So that is just it. You can see how beautiful it's looking. So after I'm done with that, so the next thing now is that from the front ear I'm going to mark 2 inches. I'm going to go in by 2 inches. Don't forget the neckline has lace edge, so I am going to cut out 2 inches, then I will replace it with the lace edge. So this is what I'm trying to do here. I marked out 2 inches from the top. You can see it's still I still maintain my V shape, so it's still going to have that V shape. So I connected it like this and the V shape is still there. So that is it. So I'm just going to cut this out and I'm going to replace it with the lace edge. So that is just it. So this is me trying to check the measurements that I have here. So I will cut this out and I increase the back measurement as well, the width measurement for the back as well. So I'm going to be replacing it with the lace edge as well, because the lace edge is going to run from the front and it's going to run to the back as well. So I extended this back measurement as well, and because I'm going to be adding a little zip to it, so that is the reason why I extended the back width as well. So because it's going to have a zip, because after I shape it with my fitted measurements, so it might not be easy to put on. So and for that reason I'm going to be adding a little zip to the back. So after cutting it out, guys, this is what I have. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to work on the lace edge. So I've cut out the lace edge that I'll be using. You can just cut out what I cut out. I try to cut out what I know will be enough to join to the neckline, and it's going to run from the front to the back. So this is the 2 inches that I have, and it's going to be a guide to the lace edge that I'm going to be attaching. So it's what I'm going to be using. So another thing that I did here is that I make sure my lace edge is well aligned. It is folded into two, as you can see, and I make sure that the lace edge is well aligned on each other. You can, so you make sure that yours is well aligned as well when you're making yours. So you can as well pin it down so it will stay still when you're trying to cut it out. So this is what I did here. And for the lace edge, I cut out 3 inches. You know, I cut out 2 inches out of the normal neckline, but I added 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So and that is it. I cut out 3 inches. So I placed the one I cut out on the lace edge like this. So I'm going to start sewing from this point then to this point. So I'm going to mark it out in order to be able to remember where I'm going to start from and where I'm going to stop. So that is just it. I will run a stitch from this line on this line that I am marking out, and that is it. So I'll start sewing from here, then I'll stop as that side. So that is it. So this is what I have after I'm done. After running a stitch on it, and I top stitched it. So this is what I have. You can see this is me trying to place the one I cut out from the neckline on the new lace edge to see if it's perfect, if it fits very well, and it is okay. So the next thing now is to attach it to my neckline. So the next thing is here is that I'm going to measure out what I have around the neckline. So I'm going to start from the center front here, and I'll run it to the back, then to the other side of the center front. So I'm going to measure out what I have in order to be able to know the amount of lace edge I'm going to cut. So you have to be patient when you're doing this, because you don't want it to be excess and you don't want it to not be enough. So on this lace edge as well, I'm going to mark out the what I measured on the neckline. So I'm going to measure it out on the lace edge as well. So on the neckline I measured 38 inches. So my lace is on fold, so I measured 19 inches on the lace edge, and I added 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So that is what I did here, and I'm going to take it to my machine, then I'll join it. So that is just it, and this is what I have after I'm done with that. So the next thing is that from the center front of my neckline and of the lace edge, I'm going to place the two together like this, and I'm going to pin it down. So this is where I'm going to be starting my sewing from. So I'm going to start the sewing from the center front. As you can see, I pin it down. So then I'm going to be running the stitch on it, then to go around to the back, then to come back to the front again, and that is it. It is just as simple as that. So you can just well pin it down round, so in order to make it stay when you are sewing, when you're joining it together. So guys, this is what I have after I'm done joining it together. You can see how beautiful it's coming out, and that is it. So this is the sleeve area. This is the sleeve area. So I'm going to run a stitch from the starting point here down to the gown length. So it is just, I'm just going to join it with 1.5 inches. So that is it. That is not the normal measurements. So after I'm done with the joining and I'm going to give it a good press, then I will turn it over again to the right side. So then I'm going to take my fitted body measurements on the right side. So this is where I'm going to take the fitted measurements. So this is where I'm going to be sewing directly on the right side. So this is how I'm going to give it that fitted effect. So another thing you should take note is the center front here. This is going to be a guide to be able to know measure whatever you want to measure, like the bust measurement. So you can as well fold the center front and give it a good press, so you can be able to know the exact place that the center front falls into, so it will be easier for you to take your measurements. So the bust measurements of 38 inches divided by 4. So from the center front, I'm going to mark 9.5 on one side and 9.5 on the other side, because this lace is a little hard and it won't be easy to know after ironing. It's not easy to see the center front, so I will just go ahead and roll it down. So after I'm done, I'll just clean it up, and that is it. So after putting in my fitted measurements, the excess at the side is what will give it the effect of the style that we are making. So after I'm done with that, I will just fix my down part, and I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.